But I have fucking 3 fucking rules, bro. 3 rules, and I'll have your back. If you get bored and go blow somebody's head off, I'll have your back.
Pause.
Probably I won't agree with what you did. I mean, that's fucked up, but that's my dog. But bro, it's like the pedo shit, the grape shit, animal abuse. I don't got your back forever, bro.
Yeah. I mean, those are 3 good morals to stand by, but hopefully you got a few more than that, right? Like that's it. That's your bar. Maybe you're just a scummy person. If you're cool with everything else, maybe, because I didn't hear scamming, I didn't hear manipulation, I didn't hear, gaslight. I didn't hear a lot of these other red flags that I wouldn't be down with and that I'd call homies out for. But like, nah, there's those 3 things. Everything else is good. It's on the table.
I don't give a fuck. And watch how my phone gonna get blown up tonight. Watch how I'm gonna get blown up tonight. Please don't do it, bro.
And instantly, as soon as he starts saying this, the first thing he does is the attention he's gonna get, because his phone is going to be popping off. That's the only reason why he's doing this, is just because he needs that dopamine rush.
Please don't do it. I don't give a fuck.
Yaps. It's in the name. It's like new age celebrities. We're no longer following like actresses and movie stars. We're following celebrities, and Faze just tends to be in that controversial Kim Kardashian, just constant in your news, in your face kind of marketing. But Faze Brain reveals that a pedo was one of the many reasons he left Faze Clan, along with being effed over and scammed, yada yada yada. So Faze Rain is just adding yet another thing on why he left Faze, and Faze didn't kick him out, right? Banks then, of course, as he has to, because this guy bought Faze back and has a brand to try to build, has denied saying that there was a pedo in the organization, denying that he was, the pedo in the organization, and shifting the blame to somebody who is a family man now, who is married and has kids, but is saying that guy, Faze Temper, is indeed the pedo. So why don't we hear it from their words themselves? Faze Rain, this is him saying, another reason why he was kicked out of Faze, he left Faze. He wasn't kicked out of it.
I want to put everything to do with me and Faze to rest, bro, because there is so much I haven't said, and honestly, at this point, bro, I don't give a fuck. I think I'm gonna collect my thoughts tomorrow, and I'm gonna say everything, bro. Every single.
Hasn't he been here? Wasn't he this way with Nadia? How many times is he gonna say, I've gotten to the point, I'm just fed up? It seems like you've always been fed up, bro.
Thing that I know, everything. And I'm gonna collect my thoughts, because I have an eidetic memory, so I remember everything and anything. You know what I'm saying? And there's bad shit. I'm just gonna do it on stream. I don't give a fuck. It's gonna come straight from the heart. So if people have other questions, I'm gonna answer it too. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't even know why I left Faze. A lot of people don't even know why. It was from.
You've already said it. You've already laid this out. We know why, because you've told us multiple times.
Multiple reasons. It was by being fucked over by my homies. That I threw. This is the craziest part, bro. I threw myself under the bus instead of them. I swear to God, I put myself under the bus instead of them. I wasn't even pushed out. I left.
To me, this is victim mentality. This is what victim mentality gets you. When I say life is hard, like whether you being a victim or a conqueror or somebody who just, overcomes, or is just a victim and just, oh my gosh, why is life happening to me? Or you know what I mean? I think this is the embodiment of it.
The fucking pedophile involved too, bro. I don't give a fuck if I get sued. I could give a fuck less. I always stand up for what's right. That was the final straw, bro. That was the final fucking straw. And when I said, bro, not only did you guys fucking air me out, y'all motherfuckers sold me out, y'all fucking scammed me behind my back. And honestly, I just had an epiphany about it, because I'm like, bro, not even covered about it. I was just so sad about it for so long. I've been fucked up over that pedo shit for like 2 years, bro. But I haven't said nothing about it. I haven't said shit. Because somebody I grew up with, somebody I always loved. But I have fucking 3 fucking rules, bro. 3 rules, and I'll have your back. If you get bored and go blow somebody's head off, I'll have your back.
Pause.
Probably I won't agree with what you did. I mean, that's fucked up, but that's my dog. But bro, it's like the pedo shit, the grape shit, animal abuse. I don't got your back forever, bro. Yeah.
I mean, those are 3 good morals to stand by, but hopefully you got a few more than that, right? Like, that's it. That's your bar. Maybe you're just a scummy person. If you're cool with everything else, maybe, because I didn't hear scamming, I didn't hear manipulation, I didn't hear, gaslight. I didn't hear a lot of these other red flags that I wouldn't be down with and that I'd call homies out for. But like, nah, there's those three things. Everything else is good. It's on the table.
Yeah, I do, but I'm not really gonna do anything with that, Nick. Yeah, and I'm gonna go into detail tomorrow about that shit. I don't give a fuck. And watch how my phone get blown up tonight. Watch how I'm gonna get blown up tonight. Please don't do it, bro.
And instantly, as soon as he starts saying this, the first thing he does is the attention he's gonna get because his phone is going to be popping off. That's the only reason why he's doing this, is just because he needs that dopamine rush.
Please don't do it. I don't give a fuck. It's like, you know what it is, bro? It's like these people don't care about me. They don't care if I live or die. They don't care if my mom's okay or not okay. And it's sad, bro.
No one really does. You know what I mean? Unless they're your closest friends and or family, most people are not gonna give a f. And even still, even some of your friends and people that you may interact with every day, they probably don't care that much either. They got their own world, they got their own problems that they're trying to address, they got their own dreams that they're trying to chase, right? They may sympathize and have some level of empathy for your situation, but at the end of the day, that doesn't mean that they really care.
Bro, it's fucking sad. It's fucking sad, bro. Like, these people, they don't give a fuck about you. And again, I always look back to where I was in New York. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I was making more money than all of them combined in New York, because I was obviously working harder. I had 2 channels, the only person with it. I was working harder than everybody, right? So I made more money than all of them combined. So I never took money. I was let everybody else have the money in hopes that we're building this beautiful company together. Maybe one day when it's time, I'll get my piece. Y'all take care of me too, like whatever. And do you think a singular dollar was ever set my way, even brought to me indirectly through a brand deal or nothing?
That could, oh man.
Even when I was going through it in 2021, not a singular fucking dollar. Even when I was going through it in 2021, medical bills was rinsing me, my family bills was rinsing me, IRS was rinsing me, everybody was rinsing me. I think anybody gave a fuck. So then, like, that's why I just had an epiphany, bro. I'm like, bro, why do I still care? Why do I feel bad? Why have I never said anything? Why? Like, why did I just throw myself under the bus and made myself look crazy for other people? And I swear to God, I'm gonna go deep in the story. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna say everything from when I found out to how I brought it up to certain people.
Like, you're already crashing out now. You're saying you're gonna save another crash out for later?
People's attentions who didn't care when I brought it up. I justified the fuck out of it. Not a big deal. Who cares? And then when I text it, all of a sudden it's like, whoa, this is the biggest deal in the world, because I could screenshot that. And that's what I don't like about these content creator people, bro, is if I'm in a room with you and I say something, who cares? Right? Because, like, I can't prove it. You can't prove I said it. But over text, you're going to pretend to care a lot more, because now I can screenshot that and I can post that, even though I wasn't even going to screenshot and post it like that. But
that's just, once more, that's manipulative behavior. That's like, that's just crazy. That's crazy logic. Am I the only one who thinks that that's a little crazy? That's like, the way his mind is going is definitely somebody of a victim mentality. It just, it blows me away. I understand that this guy, went through a lot with medical issues, got into a bad accident, had to sober up, do all of this. But since then, this comment down here, the one that I liked, is literally, Rain's entire identity has changed since he got sober. Almost all of his content now is related to him being gone from Faze, or talking with Faze members about the past. He found what people click on and has stuck with it. He's done it for a decade now, and it's just a different environment. This guy is like, was once a part of the state winning football team, right? That being Faze, like back in high school, they were like state champs, right, for your high school football team, and he was on the team. And now he's no longer on the team and not really doing anything else. But man, his whole identity is around that year or that time where, man, they were everything. He hasn't been able to move on. And to me, these things are a little sad. I dislike it. But this is the part where he saves that crash out for a little later.
I brought it up to him, bro. I did. And when we got in the call, Tommy said this verbatim. He said,
Tommy's Banks,
it wasn't a threesome with 2 16-year-olds. Actually, it was a 17-year-old. So all of a sudden now it's...
Excuse me, Tommy is Temper?
17. Okay. One was 17
Ricky
and the other
Banks.
one watched. That's what he said. And then he started bringing up all these random laws. I don't even know, these weird consent laws, like Romeo and Juliet, this, yada, I don't fucking know. I don't know what these laws are, bro. And he says some shit like that. And even Banks calls me after and he's like, bro, what the fuck is like up with that law shit that he brought up? So he knows he did some shit that was wrong. He knows that. He knows that. But it's just, I don't like the denying of it. And I feel like in this video, you're trying to paint me like I'm lying and making shit up and just saying shit to say shit when you know that's not the truth, bro. And it's not fair because you know people try to hold that 2020 shit over me where I was just suicidal and trying to off myself. You act like I fucking sit there recreationally getting fucking high. I don't even like weed, bro.
So this is Tommy's response, or not Tommy, look at me. This is Banks' response to this whole thing.
First thing I'm gonna say in this video is I'm not a pedophile. Rain is not talking about me. There, I got it out. Video over, peace out. No, this is definitely not funny. This is definitely not gonna be like a super lighthearted video. And yeah, I'm sitting in a hotel room right now in New York City. I left Faze a month ago and quit the internet a month ago. And for whatever reason, I keep getting dragged back into this shit.
You left Faze? I thought this guy bought Faze back to build it up to something that was, you know, it was going to be something greater than it ever was. What happened to that dream? What happened to the MLG coin? What happened to all these other things that this guy set out to do? I mean, I think this guy has a lot of sway and a lot of power in this new age. I know this sounds crazy, the guy with the neck tats and the beard and the star right here. I don't understand how, but this guy knows how to stay in the pulse in that high celebrity sphere, right? It has a lot of sway in it.
It's like it's my fucking destiny or where I'm supposed to be, I guess. I don't know. It's fucking retarded. But yeah, I'm getting fucking spammed in my mentions right now on Twitter, asking if I'm a pedophile, being accused that I'm a pedophile, being tagged in this clip from Faze Rain on Fearbuck, talking about there's a pedophile.
Not Faze Rain anymore. He's just Rain.
Faze, and I talked about it, and these are all the reasons why I don't like Faze and why I got fucked over by Faze and how I feel, whatever, and I'm gonna get into all that. But the first thing that needs to be addressed is obviously this pedophile shit. It's a very heavy accusation. It's a life-shattering, life-altering accusation, and that's why it's so heavy, and that's why this is the first time that I'm speaking about it. I have to speak about it now because there's no fucking shot I'm going out sad like that. I'm not getting labeled any kind of predator, pedophile, not me, miss me with that shit. And I'm definitely going to talk about this and talk about the series of events that have unfolded to this point from my POV. So let's just get into it. Got a phone call about a year ago from Faze Rain, or a text rather. He's kind of going off just about all the reasons why he's upset with Faze, hates Faze, doesn't fuck with Faze, because it's just been a long process, obviously, guys. We've been doing this, and there's a lot. It's very, very complicated, but whatever. Rain's going off about how Faze has slighted him, and he brings up that somebody's a pedophile, and nobody gives a fuck, and nobody wants to talk about it. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Call him. He's like, Banks, don't fucking play dumb. We talked about this before. I'm like, Norton, pause. You're saying that Faze Temper is a pedophile, which that is who he's talking about in the clip. And there's a story, and we're going to get into it.
It's just crazy because this guy's now married, has a kid, is doing something like Temper has been able to move on in life and have his own establishment. Went through like a boxing bout where he was like actually like throwing down in rings. Like,
I'm like, whoa, that's Tommy.
Yo, what's up, Arma?
That's our brother. This is who we started this Faze shit with. I'm calling him. That was the first thing I said. I'm calling him and I'm calling Apex because apparently this is something Apex is aware of as well. Norton and Tommy, or Norton and Apex are the closest on the team. So obviously, if Norton's going to talk to anybody about anything and be transparent, it's Apex. So I patched Tommy and Apex in the call immediately, and we sit on this phone call and we talk for a long time. We were on the phone probably for at least an hour, maybe even fucking 2 hours on the phone talking about this. And Tommy's first initial knee-jerk reaction to all this shit was, what the fuck are you talking about? Norton, no, this is not what the conversation was like. You're misremembering, you're misinterpreting. Obviously, Rain is coming back, standing firm on the fact that, no, you did say this. I do believe that you did this, whatever. And there's a conversation that happened between Norton and Faze Temper years ago. This conversation that I'm describing on the phone with Apex, Tommy, Rain, and Apex, Tommy, Rain, and myself, obviously. Sorry, I'm fried. I literally just woke up. I'm doing one video and I'm putting this shit out there, and Rain can talk about all the details of it. Apex can respond, Tommy, whatever. So this conversation I'm describing to you guys is a phone call from a year ago, but Tommy and Faze Rain had a conversation between themselves years ago. I might be misremembering it, but I think it was 3-4 years ago they talked about this, and that's how long these guys have been sitting on that for. So this gets brought up years later. It's obviously a very heavy accusation. Yeah, what can you do in that situation? The way we left that phone call off was, let's get to the bottom of this, let's handle it. I mean, Rain's talking about making videos, Rain's talking about this, and nobody's telling him not to. I mean, obviously, Tommy's like, bro, this isn't true, you're gonna fucking ruin my life. Tommy, for the record, is married, lives in the Midwest, has a kid, and is pretty much more or less off this internet shit. So, you know, the implications, the ramifications rather, this has on his life
are huge.
It's life-shattering, you know what I'm saying? It's fucked. And I don't, for the record, also, I don't necessarily have any reason to believe that Tommy is a predator, pedophile. If that were the case, I wouldn't be following him. He would not be my homie. I would have spoken about this
for sure
to some degree, or handled it to some degree, to a point where I was satisfied with the result. But this was a thing between Norden and Tommy, and Tommy's response was, you're bugging, you're tripping, this is not true. Tommy at this point is obviously going to have to make some sort of response and clarify, you know, what this is. I'm curious to see Apex's side of this shit too, because I remember vividly him on the call, like, this is the first time hearing about it too. I'm talking to him on the side, like, what the fuck is going on? And he's just as confused as I am, and just as obviously concerned as I am.
I'm just gonna go out on a limb here and say that Rain, the first guy that we watched in the video, I just think the guy needs some help, and he's just mentally crashing out. Like, I genuinely feel for the dude, and I think he's realizing he's losing his relevancy, and instead of trying to establish himself and, you know, off the internet, like how supposedly Temper and Banks and all these other guys are doing as well, he's not, you know, and this is like, he doesn't know how to turn off that funnel, and this is his last stretch to try to have some sense of relevancy.
And yeah, I mean, what else can you do? Like, we're on this call, and the way it left off was, let's get to the bottom of it, and we just never followed up. I don't think we ever. I think that's the last, as sad as it is, last phone call that us four were on together. Yeah, I mean, this Faze shit goes deep. I cannot discredit the way that Norden feels or all of his emotions about this Faze shit, because quite frankly, I feel a lot of the same ones, to be honest. So I can't sit here and be like, Rain's fucking tripping and bugging and Faze did him right, because it absolutely did not. And I feel for that deeply. I think the only people that can really relate to how Rain feels in his relationship with Faze to any degree are myself, Tommy, and Apex, unironically. And yeah, we all got fucked over. We all got really, really fucked in the last rendition of Faze, with the last ownership, it going public, etc. And yeah, I mean, that was kind of my whole idea, my whole mission with buying this shit back and bringing it back in the first place.
Thank you for at least addressing that, because I was like, I thought that was your mission. I thought you were going to bring it back. So I'm glad that this is being brought up.
It left on a really sour note and was really whack, and pretty much more or less a dead brand. And that really didn't sit well with me. The money was fucked. Like, we all got fucked over on that. Nobody got rich. Well, not nobody got rich. All the worst, wrong people got rich, and we were left holding a bag and got nothing out of it. And like Rain has said, and I have to tend to agree with him, he's fucking Faze Rain. So his POV from all this, New York, like, I feel for the kid. Genuinely, I do. Like he said, he made more money than all of us, which is facts. Rain was incredibly generous, is incredibly generous the entire time I've known him, paid for shit, put everybody on his platform, did not move weird. I see the disdain and the fucking, and how much he doesn't like current culture between other influencers and creators, because it's against everything that he ever lived for or was about. And I could stand on that, and you know, despite whether Rain feels a type of way about me, him and I have always been hot and cold. But I don't know, the last conversation we had, I wished you a happy birthday and you told me you loved me. So I never really know where I'm at with Rain. But the truth is how I feel and how I've always told him I feel. You're my fucking brother, and we're family, and I'll always love you. I'll always care about you. And yeah, during all these renditions of Faze and all the issues he's talking about, and I'm sure he's going to go into detail about shit getting paid for, X, Y, and Z. I was always an advocate for him. For the record, he has had, like Faze has helped him get visas, has paid for legal shit. I made sure that he was sent money when he was in trouble financially, and had to get some shit paid for. I called, I can't say who I called, but I called and fucking barked the fuck up and made sure that shit was handled and advocated for Rain and always advocated for the boys. And I've offered personally out of my own personal money to help Rain, because I'm not just saying it, that kid is my fucking brother, and there's no world where somebody I call my brother is gonna fucking ever worry.
I do believe that.
About where their mom's sleeping or their mom shit or their own shit or any of that shit. That's not gonna happen. And he gracefully always declined these offers because that's just the kind of guy Rain is. It's very, very complicated. I don't necessarily agree with all this. I don't agree with a lot of the shit's Rain's done and said, and I've been very vocal to him about that as well. And I'm sure he feels the same way about me in reverse. But this whole pedophile shit, this is as heavy as it gets, and this is as life-shattering as it gets.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm sorry, but I had to make this fucking video. No fucking shot. One tweet is too many. I got 100 people in my mentions like, yo, you a pedophile, dog? Nah, no shot. Not about to just like stay quiet. I've been too quiet for too long also, and I'm about to start barking up too. So yeah, that's where I'm gonna leave this off. Fucking spark this up. One take Tommy. We'll see what Tommy has to say. We'll see what Apex has to say. And we'll see what Norton has to say.
And with that, let us go see what Temper has to say, because all of this is genuinely crazy. And of course, the first thing, Internet Hall of Fame saying it's 3 minutes long, and not once did you say you didn't do it. Yikes. Before this video plays, can we say how dope this wall is? This is amazing. You got the Call of Duty sniper up here. You got the skateboard, Naruto, you got Goku, Trunks, Vegeta, Frieza, Kid Buu, Naruto down here. This, yo, there's no way it's Ichiro from Kagurabachi, but if it is, that's sick. You know, this is the man, the myth, the legend, Temper himself. Let's see what he has to say.
The fact that I'm even having to respond to this and to that my name is in the same breath as the word pedophile is so sick, twisted, and insane. This is disgusting. Anybody that knows me knows I'm not that type of person. I am the furthest thing from what you called me, and I will never be that person. It's so mind-blowing that someone that I really built a brotherhood with, someone that I really considered a brother, that I invited to my baby shower, that I always looked after and took care. And then when you were going through your darkest days, I was there for you, and I was making sure that you were good. When you were in a wheelchair for 2 years, and like I was so gutted at the fact that like you couldn't walk again, and then all of a sudden you were able to walk again, and I was the happiest person in the room. There wasn't a single soul that was happier for you than me. Brother, I have known you since you were 14 years old, talking to me about when you were suicidal in these Skype chats, and I was there for you then. And I've been there for you this whole time. You talked about how I rated you the other day, even though when you first brought this up a year ago, and I believe that you brought it up just for money purposes, that you wanted money out of Faze. Like you stated that a year ago in the conversation with me, Banks and Apex. You stated if you don't get paid that, you're going to air this out. That is blackmail. This is not like, you know who I am.
That, I mean, blackmail is in the sense that you
know the type of person I am. I am not what you called me. I'm fucking gutted, bro, and I'm pissed that you even put my name in that light, because now all I care about is my family, bro. Like my biggest concern is my family, my wife, and my kid. Now my kid has to grow up and see this, then see that his father is in the same, that my name is in the same light as what you just called me. It's fucking sick. When I bring my son to school, right, and the other parents get to figure out who his dad is, and now they're associating me with that word. You don't even understand the levels of damage that you just inflicted into my life, into my family's life, into everything that I built. I have put my heart and my soul into Faze Clan in ways that you and Banks and Apex know more than anybody. I brought you guys on because you guys deserved it, and I felt like you deserved it, and I broke bread with you completely. Split the company with you and made sure that you were good. And even at times where like you were trashing the company, I still stood out for you, and I still said he should still get paid. And I was looking out for you, you know? And I wanted you, and even throughout all this stuff, like in a way, I wanted you back in, even though you said this. And that just goes to show you my heart. You know, I'm disgusted by your actions, by the person you've become. You haven't always been this way. You're a really nice kid. I don't know what happened, what got into you.
I mean, some of that was wild. I would like to see the elongated clip out of this, but man, I just to give you an idea. Hold on, let me just show you guys something. I'm probably gonna get made fun of for this, justifiably so. But I got when Faze Clan dropped the comic book official collab with DC, and you have Banks here. You got Temper, you got Apex, like you got the whole crew in here, and it's just it blows me away that this is where it's come to. Like these guys did something legendary. They're on the cover with fucking Batman, right? With Faze Clan like this is it's not the greatest comic, but you know, not the greatest read in the world, but it's fucking cool. And just to see, you know, a group of friends come together, create something special, and then this is what it's become. To me, it hurts my heart. Unfortunately, I can relate to it a little bit in the paintball world, where me and my friends came together, did something really special, and then kind of just all had a falling out, split ways. So I relate to it in that regards. But man, either way, let me know what you guys think about all this. Do you guys even